Hi, I'm Cody.
And I'm Charlie.
And this week's episode of WX4 features
Rollin Home.
It's a little crooked. Well, welcome to the show, Natalie.
Cody.
And Jarrell.
It's on.
Of Rollin Home.
It's on. The cameras are rolling.
Okay.
It's rolling.
All right, rolling cameras.
Rollin Home.
So we're going to go straight into the question
See how
jar.
I did that?
Did you hear him?
Like how I did
Rolling
that?
cameras, rolling home.
Rolling
I
home.
mean,
Yeah.
he's already sharp as a tack.
Question jar.
All right, who's picking it?
I'm picking it.
Go ahead,
Read it out
Matt.
loud to the camera.
How long?
Read it out.
How long have you been a group? This is an interesting question because we were just talking about how we are a 6-piece and you can't fit us all in the interview room.
Right.
So you elected me, Natalie, and Jarrell here to represent the band. And so I've not been part of the band in full endurance of the band. Jarrell has. And we talked about that. It's been 17 years.
Yes.
Right?
What?
Yeah.
17 years.
2002
Oh.
is when we started.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's when
That's
he
about-
started the band with
Paul.
two brothers, Paul and Kevin Alewine.
A family band again. We've had a lot of family bands.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Two brothers.
Two brothers. And so then I started in 2011. And
Was there a keyboard player before you?
no.
No. So they're like, let's get some keys. And they're
Pretty
like,
much,
we know
yeah.
this girl. And bam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
That's exactly what
It is, yeah.
All right.
I was playing with another band, and then, they invited me to Connected Houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we said, get her to come play.
Yeah, so
We played for like 20 minutes and we're like, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
so it was great. It was a great little fusion. And then, we've had some, we have grown up together as a band. I mean, I've been part of the band for 8 years. And so, over that time, we've, seen each other get married and have babies and, have strife. And we've seen each other through a lot of things. And that's been, really what's continued to unify the band over the endurance of the 17 years because, we don't play a lot of gigs, but we practice together every week.
Yeah.
And that's our, core competencies that
That's tough.
the music
When you've got
matters.
families
Well,
and
it's
schedules.
Well, it's
and-
family together, so.
And then you're like,
The band, you
still
mean?
once a week.
Yeah, the band. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely a family.
Yeah. We look at each other like a friend family and so we make time and on that note, the reason we can is because our families outside the band support us.
Yeah.
And they and we couldn't
That's for sure.
we couldn't
I've seen
do
that
it
in
without
video shows.
we couldn't really do it without their support. They say go and do this because it matters to you and it's meaningful to you and it fulfills you.
Right.
And that's really special. And so we've all had that kind of support system around ourselves individually as well as around the band. And so when you go to our shows, it feels like a big
Has
family.
Yeah.
Scott been in the band
family
17
reunion.
years?
Scott's been in the band since 2006.
Can we break down the members and what they do?
Scott's
Their
the drummer.
names? Scott is a drummer.
Yeah,
He
Scott.
also plays with Albatross, who
That's
was on a previous episode.
Yeah,
can
so
find that
Scott.
on YouTube and the rest of the stuff. Who else is in the band? What they do?
Well, I mentioned Kevin and Paul Alewine, the brothers, and so Kevin plays lead guitar and Paul plays bass.
Okay.
And then Daniel Sarton also plays guitar, and so he joined the band 2 years ago.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2
so
years already gone by?
yeah, 2 years ago, and so we have a lot of layers. I play the keyboard. I'm not sure if we've identified.
Everybody
I don't know if we've
sings.
identified
Yeah, pretty much
ourselves.
everybody sings.
And then Jarrell plays lead guitar too. So, but yeah, everybody sings. Except for Scott, I think he sings to himself.
He sings.
Yeah, he
Well,
sings back
he's
there.
busy.
I hear him.
Yeah, okay, so he sings.
There's about 8 microphones around him anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Yell
yeah,
out,
yeah.
it's gonna
he's
make it
always
on
up,
there.
Yeah. Pull
So
it
who
out
does
something else.
sales and stuff for the band? Or is it like everybody helps out, or is there somebody's like, I've got this.
We're-
I'm the PR.
We've
person.
all kind of shared the load over time. I mean, I think
Who
we all.
books?
I think we all kind of seasonally have
It's your
shared the
turn.
load. Right. I think. I mean,
Or like,
in,
hey,
in
I
all
gotta
fairness,
get-
with
yeah.
like kids and stuff, and motivations and stuff. But Scott is the one that is
Yeah,
booking
Scott.
most currently.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's the one who handles most of our current bookings, and.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, in Athens, I mean, if other musicians are watching, I mean, a lot of it just comes down to who you know,
Right.
and like them knowing you and knowing what kind of crowd you're gonna have. I mean, you know, anybody who's seen Rollin Home knows that we are a lot of fun. Like you're gonna dance, you're gonna laugh, you're you know,
Oh yeah.
like really
Good
like
time.
have a
Yeah.
great like time at our shows, and so you know, but it's hard to break into venues without a lot of media and content, and since we've been off and on throughout the years, that's been challenging to maintain. I even said, and we didn't do it, I was like, can we get a group photo tonight, because we
You
don't
didn't
even
get your group
because
photo.
we don't even have we're gonna have to
my
take
God,
a
why didn't we take a
still
group
I
photo?
think somebody took.
We took
a photo.
one.
when we were all flipping off the
Yeah, we were flipping
camera.
the camera off. So.
So
But hey, that's a good photo ever. You know.
can't show that one.
Do you guys?
Edit.
Do y'all?
But-
Taking a photo. Why? What?
I know we
Hey,
were just so
there's
busy.
Okay.
video. There's
Clay,
video.
Clay's sick tonight, and we were down a man.
It
Just
happens.
blame it on that.
It happens
That's
to
not
us.
why we didn't take a photo because we doofused our brain.
We
Wow.
doofused our brain.
Doofused our brain.
Do y'all have plans to record an album, or you know? Scott was telling me you guys had enough original material to do two full lengths.
Oh yeah,
if it
we
came
could
down to it.
definitely. With which song?
With which song? Yeah, earlier I had said two.
Well, you know
full
where to
lengths.
come if y'all don't have a place to go. You know.
No, I mean we've had over the years, which is what almost 2 decades. Yeah, we've written a lot of music.
Who's the main songwriter for the band?
I would say
When I joined the band, it was such an amazing setup, because Jarrell and Kevin and Paul all individually contributed so much original material to the band, and their style, over that songwriting is so specific to their so unique, and so it was just a great I think I learned 30 plus songs. I mean, it was just I sat down and they went through their whole library repertoire. So
it still wasn't all of it.
And so I think it's a pretty even share, and I think when we write set lists, and even tonight when we were here recording, we really took a minute to think of who is the lead and who is kind of the genesis of the song, or so to speak, so that it really kind of shows that we have this kind of landscape of sound and different styles.
Right.
And then I've been songwriting, which is a recent thing. I was not when I first, and I have never really been a songwriter, but after I had a baby and some other
It'll
life
make
changes.
you write some songs.
Yeah, just inspiration moved me. So I
We'll have to get you in to do an episode of your own.
Sure, I'd love that. So
Great.
so it's been really and it's been great to have support, with friends.
Hey,
and
it's good songs too.
people.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is there anything you want to say about your performance of Real?
Real? I thought it was a pretty damn good performance today.
Real is a really beautiful song that is all about a fishing trip, So it's
Literally?
REEL. I saw your notes, and it's not faux real.
Oh, he spelled it wrong.
It's
Okay.
so, but if you listen to it, it takes you kind of through that journey, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of like a changing thing too, taking it to where you just got to get away, get away for a little bit, and that's your time, and you're making the best of it.
Okay.
And that we all need it, and that just kind of puts you just in the mood. Then you got the kick at the end and the good jams.
Yeah, and
So.
just captures that, and it's one of our favorites. So.
awesome. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you,
much for coming down here to Vega.
Yeah, very
It
nice.
has been a pleasure.
Thank you, my friend.
Again,
Likewise.
Natalie,
Yep.
and
Charlie,
Jarrell
always a pleasure.
of Rollin Home. Up next is their performance of Real. Next week, same place, same time.
Are we supposed to die too?
Okay.